Minnesota Timberwolves and Milwaukee Bucks are plenty familiar with one another. The schedule officially lists this as their first starting lineup. The Bucks going with Bledsoe, Brogdon, Middleton, Hunter, with Jeff Teague, Josh Okogie in again is Andrew Wiggins. Timberwolves happy to have him in the lineup, already down Andrew Wiggins. Could ill afford to be down. 2 weeks ago, Jim, in the preseason finale for the Timberwolves, Giannis had a triple-double in 25 minutes. Turn that turnover into points. Giannis gets up ahead of steam. Brogdon out of the corner for the three. Gibson, couple of moves, rejected by Antetokounmpo.
Gotta keep firing those attempts. They're gonna go in.
Milwaukee's 1 for 5 from downtown. Butler uses the bank and finds quickness. Butler into traffic. Taj Gibson, no. Karl Anthony Towns, yes. Middleton trying to get the oop and broken up by Karl Anthony Towns. Josh Okogie, the rookie, coast to coast, getting Jim Pete out of his seat.
Giannis traveled.
Tom Thibodeau is irate that Eric Lewis did not call the travel, and a busted
right into Milwaukee's hand, and it was tailor-made for a catch, easy basket.
Butler trying to get around Lopez, able to rock her and put some purple ones on. So he wasn't feeling the first set. Rose pulls the trigger and drills a perhaps tie on a three. Tolliver finds Derrick Rose in.
Sort of climbing the ladders in the shot blocking area as well.
Ilyasova.
Got to get a hand up.
Middleton pulls up for the three and able to knock it down. Tolliver unable to connect. We mentioned this is the third meeting between these teams and know each other pretty well at shoot-around today. And both coaches saying, yeah, you can take a little bit from those meetings as Henson connects.
Play ice defense if there's no screen.
Off the turnover, Bucks looking to run. Ilyasova in transition, and the Bucks are suddenly.
Tyus is going to have to get a left hand.
Tyus goes with the right hand, and be the case. Tolliver three. Timberwolves needed it, and finally they're able to.
I think that's a great point, and you're 100% right. That is a factor.
Snell with the floater.
Big and strong and athletic they are. I've never sat this close or really gotten up close to them like this, but the closer you get, the bigger they get. And
here tonight, some good seats.
Yeah, Marty, let him know he's making everybody over the age of 37 feel like we maybe have made some bad career choices. You kidding me?
What's my number one thing, Dave, when it comes to players?
Play hard.
Playing hard.
Mistake here or there. Butler, no, denied at the rack. Antetokounmpo on the open floor.
Derrick Rose got up on him that time, ran him off, and then you see how Middleton just is able to.
Middleton steps back for three. That's already his third. Tolliver for three. Ilyasova. DiVincenzo skying for the offensive putback.
You better put a body on somebody. These guys crashing from the perimeter like that, we've seen it a bunch.
Mike Budenholzer with rave reviews on DiVincenzo at shooter. Lopez for three, leaves it short. DiVincenzo comes up with a rebound. And then Lopez gets the two-pointer. Mike Budenholzer's given a lot of credit for his ability here in the NBA early in his career.
The guy's sitting on their bench at Pinckney, of course, NCAA champion 1985, and then Malik Allen as well. What a block by
It's another stop. Minnesota is shooting 33% from the field. DiVincenzo for the three. But the biggest deficit the Timberwolves have had.
And the Wolves have been in all these games on the road.
Onto a few distractions, unfortunately. Brogdon beats them. You've got to put everything that happens off the court aside, and you got to dig deep and play for some pride, because the Bucks right now are down Andrew Wiggins tonight for a second straight game. First time Andrew has missed back-to-back games. That's a good start. Towns set up by Teague, and Cat able to connect for the three. Lopez gets three right back.
Shot around the horn. It was incredible how high he shot it, how quickly he got rid of it.
Towns with the...
He only made a handful up until
three.
He made three up until the time Kenny Atkinson came in Brooklyn, and Antetokounmpo gets another easy back.
Teague as well.
And so, to your point, I mean, he's always had that ability to shoot the basket.
Oh, Giannis! Bledsoe, extra pass, Lopez three. Somebody track where it's not a question of if he'll win an MVP, it's when he'll win an MVP.
Yeah.
He's that good. Bledsoe on the other end.
Best team in the Eastern Conference.
Well, I mean, you know, Boston and Toronto are both going to be right there. You figure Milwaukee, Philly, Cat.
72% of his shots are three-point shots now. You're afraid to leave him. It's what we talked about in our second segment with you don't want to help on those drives, but you have to.
Lopez 3 of 7 downtown tonight, and when you're hitting threes,
good, right? That second unit with Jimmy Butler it's been
one of the bright spots for the Timberwolves. Then they had a 3-game homestand. Then had to come all the way here for this game.
All the way here.
They're going back to Milwaukee for 2 more.
Yeah. For Karl Anthony Towns, defense is a lot easier when you're playing just basic defense. And you know, one of them I was disappointed in because there was a graphic that someone made up of as DiVincenzo makes an amazing play.
Rose finds Tyus Jones cutting. As we go under 2 minutes remaining here in quarter number 3, Timberwolves trying to mount some kind of a comeback.
Don't sit there and try to have an ant. Like, he comes out here and knocks down a 3 to his credit, but he's out there trying to argue back with the coach. That's not a good idea.
Rose over Henson on the floor. And how about this? 15 of 35 from downtown tonight. They made 25 threes.
You played, didn't you?
Yeah, oh, of course. If I just suddenly up and disappear, Timberwolves off the turnover. Dang looking to run. Luol Deng, finger roll finish. Yes.
I love
After Magic Johnson came in and took over, they called him into the office and said, you know, we want to go with the youth, but you're going to be part of our plan next year, Tom.
I might get some young friends there.
Nice. Derrick Rose. And one. He's still playing hard in the 6th at Chavez Ravine. Dellavedova, awkward looking release.
It's not a release that you want. Or you teach. You would not teach that.
No, certainly would not.
But it's effective.
Yep. They're balanced no matter how they start, which is what's
exactly
key.
Right.
Connaughton, wow. Nunley corner 3 and has his first make.
You know, I went to the University of Minnesota. I've never been a big Golden Gopher fan. I was always been kind of ashamed of the Gopher thing. You know what I mean? Like, we were the Golden Gophers.
Well, how about the banana sided score? Record book, by the way, does not indicate if the Timberwolves won or lost that game against Sterling Brown, off the glass and in.
This Jimmy Butler thing figured out, but it's obviously impacting the team.
Dang, no. And that will do it. Well, there was a slight difference in the clocks, and they are going to make the Timberwolves inbound the basketball. And there we go. 125 to 95. The final here tonight. Needless to say, a lot of fans headed for the exits early.